In its second season of existence, there's a look inside one of the real jewels of the NFL. SoFi Stadium, just south of downtown Los Angeles. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
At the 29.
Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
On the pickup. Second and 6.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And 5.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Top one, Green Temple. And they'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
First carry now for Nick Chubb. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A 5-yard pickup.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
1st down, Cleveland.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
No one is mistaking me for Dr. Thank you, Dr. Davis. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll run for the first time with Joshua Kelly. And a low pass midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger 1st down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
36-yard line.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain
up at the 29 now. They'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chargers, nothing.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Chubb. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. To throw, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return, it's King. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 69 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
Lining up for the extra point.
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away.
And got his man complete. The 20.
Oh, my goodness.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 75 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
For the encore, if you know, you know.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, right? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he stopped immediately there.
Wide receiver
Curtis Weaver on the tackle.
He was brought down by Curtis Weaver. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. I mean, just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, this is Chubb, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Brings up 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
Eluding the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Odell Beckham, 49 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Browns 28, Chargers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Actually lining up for the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
Let's see how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Touchdown, Browns.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second and 5 now. Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Browns first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a second and long. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
12-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stay home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 9-yard line.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Ball at the 6, 3rd and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 31-yard line. A big play there for L.A. and you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurdle them the other way, getting past that first wave.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Kelly on the counter. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And it's intercepted at the goal line. You got to love it. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Taken down inside the 30. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. Mayfield on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. This throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Mayfield with it once more. Now Mayfield lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they caught one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
On the coverage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At their 48-yard line.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's Eckler again. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Man open left side, it's Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Herbert's throw going to be caught by Henry. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Riley Harrison. And he stops shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb fumbled it, but I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
To Nick Chubb. He was brought down by Chris Harris. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.